Good morning, everybody. This is Lincoln Kenobi, and today we got a special one for you. Amazon Prime is making another show like they did with Lord of the Rings, and like they have the rights to do God of War, or supposedly we're going to get a Warhammer series. We have another one that they're doing based off a video game, and it's called Like a Dragon Yakuza. Now, I've never played any of the games. I've never played these type of games before. So, we're going to see how this goes. But here's what is a factor here. The title. Like a Dragon Yakuza, actor reveals Prime Video banned him and others from playing the game so show could explore characters from scratch. So basically, Amazon is telling them to ignore the source material. And that's what they're telling them. So this could be yet another flop, or who knows? Who knows? So let's get a dive into this. Actor Ryoma Takeuchi, who plays Kiryu in Prime Video's upcoming live-action adaptation of Like a Dragon Yakuza, revealed he was banned from playing the game so the show could explore characters from scratch. At San Diego Comic-Con, Takeuchi shared, "I know these games, everybody in the world knows these games, but I haven't played them." He then revealed the production team stopped him from playing the games. "I'd like to try them, but they had to stop me because they wanted to, for the character in the script, explore from scratch. That's why I decided not to play." That doesn't make sense. I mean, the actor that's going to play the character should know the character. Oh, man. His fellow actor, Keno Kaku, who plays Akira Nishikiyama, I'm hoping I pronounced it right, also I definitely knew the property very well, but I didn't realize the franchise was this globally big. We decided we would make sure we do our own version. We live the characters, take their spiritual elements, and embody them on our own. There was a clear line we wanted to draw, but everything on the bottom was respect. Kaku concluded. Oh, man. This is likely a recipe for disaster, and the show will be nothing like the video game series is based on. In fact, George R.R. Martin has been raising the alarm bells about Hollywood studios' producers, showrunners, and others disrespecting the source material when it comes to their adaptations. In a recent blog post, Martin discussed the dragons in Game of Thrones and compared and contrasted them to various and other dragons such as J.R.R. Tolkien's Smaug and Vermithrax Pejorative in Dragon Slayer, as well as Toothless in How to Train a Dragon, among others. After detailing how the adaptations of this series go, the Targaryen, I think it is, horribly wrong by including dragons with 4 limbs rather than 2, Martin asserted, "Fantasy needs to be grounded. It is not simply a license to do anything you like. Smaug and Toothless may both be dragons, but they should never be confused. Ignore canon and the world you've created comes apart like tissue paper." George Martin blasts Hollywood screenwriters and producers for believing they can improve source material. They make it worse. I'm going to have to probably get into that, if anything. This is not the first time he's made such comments. He bashed Hollywood screenwriters and producers for believing they can improve on the source material of standout authors such as Ian Fleming, Stan Lee, J.R.R. Tolkien, and others when they attempt to adapt their stories to film or television. He wrote on his blog, "Everywhere you look, there are more screenwriters and producers eager to take great stories and make them their own. It does not seem to matter whether the source material was written by Stan Lee, Charles Dickens, Ian Fleming, Ronald Dahl, Ursula K. Le Guin, J.R.R. Tolkien, Mark Twain, Raymond Chandler, Jane Austen, or, well, anyone. No matter how major a writer it is, no matter how great the book there are always seem to be someone on hand who thinks he can do better, eager to take the story and improve it on it. Yeah, I mean, look what happened to Borderlands. Borderlands went to shit. I mean, Rings of Power. That's another one that went to shit. Let me see another one. And then look what happened to these Marvel movies and TV shows like Doctor Strange. What else, man? That was bad. Moon Knight, Hawkeye, She-Hulk. I mean, the Marvels. I mean, right now, Tomb Raider that are trying to adapt and everything. I mean, the problem is that you got screenwriters and producers that are being lazy, man. They are being so lazy to not look at the source material. If they were to respect the source material, they would be rich among imagination. Well, they would have money in their hands by now. If all they had to do was listen to the fans and listen and get the source material, read it, look at it, and be serious with it. But this is what we get. He continued, "The book is the book. The film is the film. They will tell you as if they were saying something profound. Then they make the story their own. They never make it better, though 999 times out of 1,000, they make it worse." Martin made similar comments back in 2022 alongside novelist Neil Gaiman. The two spoke on the subject during an appearance at the New York City Symphony Space. As reported by Variety, Martin rhetorically asked, "How faithful do you have to be? Some people don't feel that they have to be faithful at all. There's this phrase that goes around, 'I'm going to make it my own.' I hate that phrase. I think Neil probably hates the phrase too." Gaiman responded, "I do. I spent 30 years watching people make Sandman their own. And some of those people hadn't even read Sandman to make it their own. They just flipped through a View comics or something." Martin then detailed, "There are changes that you have to make, or that you called upon to make, that I think are legitimate, and there are other ones that are not legitimate." Variety's Ethan Sandfield then details Martin recalled Roger Zelensky adapted The Last Defender of Camelot for the Twilight Zone, and that due to budget constraints, being forced to choose between having horses or an elaborate Stonehenge askew set for battle scene, Martin did not want to make the decision, so he left it up to Zelensky, who chose to cut the horses. Martin explained, "That on my mind is the kind of stuff you are called upon to do in Hollywood that is legitimate." He even noted that this is why the Iron Throne is not depicted in the show as it written in the books. Why is the Iron Throne in the Game of Thrones not the Iron Thrones as described in the books? Why is it not 15 feet high and made of 10,000 swords? Because the ceiling in our soundstage was not 15 feet high. We couldn't fit it in there. And there weren't willing to give us St. Paul's Cathedral or Westminster Abbey to shoot our little shoe in. Martin's comments also echo what Lord of the Rings novelist and creator J.R. Tolkien detailed in his On the Fairy Stories essay. Tolkien detailed that a story maker proves himself a successful sub-creator when he makes a secondary world which your mind can enter inside it. What he relates is true. It accords with the laws of the world. You therefore believe it while you are as it were inside. However, Tolkien adds, the moment disbelief arises, the spell is broken. The magic, or rather art, has failed. You are then out in the primary world again, looking at the little aborted abortive secondary world from outside. If you are obliged by kindness and circumstance to stay, then this belief must be suspended. Otherwise, listening and looking around would become intolerable. But this suspension of disbelief is a substitute for the genuine thing. A subterfuge was used when condescending to games or make believe, or when trying to find what virtue we can in the work of an art that has for us failed. As for Like a Dragon Yakuza, the official log line from Amazon states, in 1995-2005, spanning across 2 time periods, Like a Dragon Yakuza, an original crime suspense action series, follows the life, childhood friends, and repercussions of the decision of Kazuma Kiryu, a fearsome and peerless Yakuza warrior with a strong sense of justice, duty, and humanity. Amazon has made it clear in a press release that the show is an original story based on Sega's global hit game franchise. The company added, the story is set in Kamurocho and tells the story of the main character Kazuma Kiryu and his growth through an original screenplay. The show will debut its first 3 episodes on the Prime Video on Thursday, October 24th. So we got a little bit of a teaser. So let's take a look at this. Let me see if I got it right here that you guys can see. All right, perfect. Here we go. There you have it, bro. I mean, this is it, man. Yakuza Like a Dragon. So what do you guys think, bro? I mean, if you're not going to let these actors or explore the game for themselves to learn the character and everything and try to make it your own, that's what's going to happen, bro. It could be another fail. But like I said, for me, I've never played the games before. I've heard about them and everything, but I've never touched the game. I've never tried to touch it. So we'll see how we'll see how this plays out. So if you like the video, hit the like button, share this video, post a comment below, let me know what your thoughts about this is. And if you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button for me. Alright guys, catch you later. Bye.